Hey family, happy Monday to you. Guess I should probably turn around my camera the other way, but this will work. What's up? Happy Monday. And today is February 24th. Can y'all believe we're at the end of February already? The confetti is still like it hasn't hit the ground yet from saying Happy New Year. The confetti has not hit the ground yet, but it is at the end of February. Can y'all believe it? So happy Monday to you. Today is February 24th. 10% happier self-care journey. Today, we're talking about walking and meditation. And so I figured what better way to do that than to come outside on a relatively nice day. It's got an overcast happening, and do some walking while doing the session. So one thing I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to post the notes to this discussion in the chat, so that way you can follow along. Hello to everybody watching. I'm going to post the notes in the chat right about now, and then you can follow along with me and review the notes as well when you get a chance. Okay, walking and meditation. A growing number of studies show the various mental and physical health benefits that walking has to give. Walking in green environments, and I love walking in green environments. The environment I'm in right now has got some green, but walking in green environments during lunchtime leads to better sleep at night. And over 8 weeks, this is in a study, over 8 weeks, it showed a significant reduction in blood pressure and stress of those participants. So walking in green environments during lunchtime leads to better sleep at night. Now, I didn't know that, but you learn something new every day. And it makes sense, and that's why these kind of practices are so important. So that's one to stick in your pocket. During lunchtime, find a green environment, or any environment for that matter, to walk in, and it'll lead you to better sleep. And they were saying that over 8 weeks, the participants in that study showed a significant reduction in blood pressure and stress. In a study of elderly participants with mild to moderate depressive symptoms, mindful walking, which we're going to talk about in a few minutes, reduces symptoms of depression more than normal walking, along with lower levels of cortisol, inflammatory markers, and cholesterol. So, walking has a lot of benefits. And when we think about things like cortisol and inflammation and cholesterol and, heart disease and all those kind of things, I mean, if you can have anything to help those, like, you are happy. And it is real good to know that walking is one of those things that helps a lot, because walking is really accessible and it's a no excuse kind of activity. You or I, we have no excuse not to be able to find time to just take a walk, and so it does a lot for you. You get out, you get some fresh air, you move your body around, as we'll talk about with mindful walking, you get a chance to pay attention to your body and motion, which has all kind of benefits. So let's talk about that, mindful walking. So what is mindful walking? Well, first of all, let's talk about what mindfulness is. The ability to be with yourself and to be with the situation without judgment, and then with traits like equanimity, which is mental composure and calmness, traits like patience, or characteristics like patience, and, what I like to call the wedge, having the room for other people's feelings, or having room to understand the situation in a way where you can empathize. Got a loud truck driving. Where you can empathize, with people and with the situation in a way that gives you more room. Like, in some ways, some people could call it like tolerance and that kind of thing, but it's like an understanding that goes along with it. Or if there is not the understanding, sometimes with mindfulness, is the fact that you don't understand. So it doesn't make sense, and it doesn't serve you to come to certain conclusions, especially if they're negative, So that's one aspect of mindfulness. And when you're being mindful within meditation, then you're focusing on your breathing, you're focusing on your body and the sensations that you're having and those kind of things. You're in the midst of your environment with stuff like loud trucks and that kind of thing, and you assess them in a way where you don't allow them to get to you. You don't allow different noises and the chaos in your environment to get to you. You're trying to get to a place where you're at peace and is not dependent on the environment that you're in. Even though there's a limit to it. There's some environments where you just can't be at peace. You have to remove yourself, and that's important to know that too. Because this isn't a naivety thing, You're not trying to be optimistic to the point of naivete. So, yeah. But mindful walking reduces symptoms of depression more than normal walking, along with lower levels of cortisol, inflammatory markers, and cholesterol. You can achieve mindful walking by applying some of the same activities as mindful meditation, like breathing deeply and focusing on your breath, focusing on the sensations in your body from the activity, like with the walking. They had one point in this session that I was just in where they were telling you to feel your feet on the ground, feel like the contact. Just pay attention to the contact. Pay attention to the muscles that you're using. Just experience it. Just feel it. I wish you all could hear in the background, in the midst of this school, the Empowerment Academy, the kids are in the midst of their drum session. Woo. They're killing it. They're in a room like on the 3rd floor. Oh, that was really nice. And they were in the midst of their drum session and doing some African drum work. It sounds really good. Might hang out here for a few seconds, see if they play anything else. But things like focusing on your breath, focusing on the sensations in your body from the activity, using noting. And noting would be defined as like counting your breaths, repeating certain phrases or mantras. All right, tell me if y'all can hear this. They're chanting some kind of African phrase. Kids sound adorable. So counting breaths, repeating phrases or mantras. Another study, this study consisted of 30,000 runners, 15,000 walkers, and this was over a 6-year period. This study found that, now this was interesting, and I'm going to actually do some more research on this so I can find out the ins and outs of it. But basically the concept was it found over a 6-year period, 30,000 runners, 15,000 walkers, that walkers experienced 2 times the reduction of heart disease, high blood pressure, and cholesterol. Now, I mean, if that's not some good, so a good study, because, it's easier to walk than it is to run. So, I mean, if you know that you could reduce things twice as much by walking, come on, y'all, this is the no excuse zone. Like, real talk, this is the no excuse zone. So next thing I have here is using mindfulness as you move throughout your activities allows you to settle into yourself in the midst of whatever is going on around you in your environment. Mindfulness definitely has a huge meaning in my life right now. And the funny thing is, I guess you could say, I thought I knew what it meant. And I only knew half the definition, really. I only knew half the definition. So I knew that mindfulness was like being aware of someone else or being aware of another situation. I didn't know that the non-judgmental part was a big part of it. Like being able to be with something without the judgment is that kind of mindfulness. So it's something I've been practicing for, like, it's a part of my DNA, due to some different serendipity in my equation and in my life and some intention. I've always been that kind of person to just like really be non-judgmental, especially if I didn't know about something, if I didn't know all the facts. But that allowed me to stay open. That allowed me to have much better relationships and much better interactions. That has allowed me to move through life in a much easier way, like overall, to deal with issues over the years, like in a really even keel, even tempered way. So I'm glad to be taking now that characteristic that's a part of my DNA and shedding on it, if you will, like we say in the musicians community. Like I'm not, now it's intentional that I'm practicing going to another level with it. Yeah, so that's what I say as I come to the conclusion of my walk. I walked around my neighborhood for about 15 and headed back home now to dive into some things, make it a productive Monday. But let me see what you all are saying. Rod Jones, thanks for watching. Jewel, thanks for watching. Stacy, I appreciate you. Happy Monday. Marianne, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching. Drop your thoughts. I'd like to see what you think about these thoughts today. Lester, thank you for hanging out. Yeah, so that's about it. Walking in meditation. Let me know if you could appreciate that. Don't have any music with me today. That's different for the self-care session. Marcus Johnson, thanks for hanging out. Yeah, but as always, this is my journey. I love to share it. I really, really enjoy sharing this. I'm the type of person where anything I learn, what I know, you know. That's my motto. If you don't know me, what I know, you know. So if you know me, you're going to know what I know, because I'm going to share everything that I know. But with that, if you like to help to support me to make more content like this and other content you see, look out for that info in the description or the comment section as well of this video. And make it a great day today. Add some mindfulness to your practice. One of the things I like about the end of this session is they were saying, like, the goal is, to use this in walking in order to teach you how to just apply it to everything. Walking, driving, standing in line, working with customers, like whatever. So try to apply a little bit of mindfulness somewhere else in your life where you haven't before. And I guarantee you that you'll have effects or your money back, which you're not getting any money from me, because I'm just kidding. But yeah, that's about it. So as always, everybody, peace and be well. Take care.